I've never understood why insects enter people's beer and think.
You think they're not thirsty then?
I mean, really?
You know what to do. You know what to do first. Hey, okay. Thought you didn't know.
My beer, nonsense, stupidity, the highest order.
You're brought up in a good bar.
Things you can without even paying.
You know? Then when you drink your beer.
On my money. Stupid. Give me back my beer. Anyway.
Let me check if there's another one.
Speaking of money, I came across an article that was speaking about Nigeria. So, no, hear me out. Hear me out. Whenever you go to get a visa, there are fees that you must pay. Processing fees. You go, you pay, but there's always there, not so much in fine print, but it's printed.
Down there in.
All monies given, should your visa be rejected,
And not refundable.
non-refundable. As in, you give the money, it's gone.
Then,
But
you, go, then you go with God.
you go with God. You don't travel to your destination, but you keep your money. So apparently, the European Union earned 3.4 million euros, not dollars, not pounds, euros, for rejected visa applications from Nigeria
Is this in a year?
in 2023. 3.4
In 1 year?
million euros in 2023. That was last year. Can you imagine?
So they could easily turn this into a business
Isn't it a business?
of rejecting guys. Because I am told the US Embassy, I don't know how true it is, so I stand corrected if it's not true. The US Embassy has a quota of visas it should give.
And a quota that he must reject.
No. A quota that it should give. So the quota, for argument's sake, say is 25 visas today.
So if you come and everything is right, they'll still reject you because they've hit their quota.
Because you're the 26th. Now, here's the interesting part. If you know that the quota is 25, I know that we're only going to give 25 people.
In a day.
In a day. Why accept the others to apply? I guess the reason is in the 25, some could be biwani, some could be legit. You know what I mean? Like it's not it's not first come, first serve.
Yeah, but even the legit, because you've already hit your quota of 25, even the legit ones
Who are
will
there?
be rejected.
Yeah. So maybe 3,000 people apply a day. And you're only going to give that small number, 25, 27, 35, whatever the number is. The others, potea.
And
So
meanwhile,
EU is the same.
And meanwhile, they don't tell you why.
No,
We've rejected. If you insist on knowing why, we'll give you a reason.
America, I know, gives you a why. Either the story you have told is not legit, or the paperwork is missing some information.
Or you don't look.
Or you generally look like a thief.
What does a thief look
You're just going to disturb us.
What does a thief look
Like those roundhouse kids, don't they look like thugs? Doesn't really look like thieves. So you say, and they even tell you, boss, come like you prepare like you're going for an interview. If you're going for a job interview,
Be ready.
Get a haircut, look, smell well, dress up,
Look the part.
Do you know what I mean? Then you come, you shabe what? You don't know what's happening.
Look, 3.4 million euros is a lot.
And please note, that's
of money.
from one country.
This is just one country. All the other countries, all those visas which are rejected, you could build a country.
Oh yeah.
With that money that you get,
I guess that's where the
build
money
a
they
country.
give us on aid with the Kwakulizo comes from.
Oh, then they say this money we collected from them, now we give it back to them
But
in
to them, aid but with
Conditions.
I think, I don't know where their money comes from. I'm sure they have a big bank reserve, but
Wow. We should also we should also start saying, listen, you have been rejected. Of course, we keep the money. Do we
reject visas?
Yeah, first of all, do we
I don't know if we have ever rejected anyone's visa.
You want? Give. You want?
How many are you? 40. Come. Just we have run out of ink, but come tomorrow. We'll give you.
Wow.
Printer inemo ekizibu kwa dezonna. Neko mawencha.
But let me use
I know in a Macau. But the visas are bagende.
Ingira.
I don't know. I don't know if we ever rejected anyone. I would like to know what the immigration situation is like. Although I do know that there's a lot of, especially with these neighboring countries of ours who are looking for running away from their countries, the Eritreans, the Somalis, the what. Those ones, sometimes we chase away a few people because they're like, now this one is going to become a burden to the nation. Might end up becoming a thief. So first stay there. You come back when you have proper documentation of where you're going to stay, what you're going to do, all of that stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what we are going to do about it. Do you think we can get the numbers from US or UK?
Who, us?
On how many?
Or reject Americans.
And
we charge them $100
per visa.
Per visa. Boss.
No, but we need their money.
We need their money. You can, because if we reject that $100 or reject them on that basis, be it $50, whatever it is, do you know how much more we've lost in them entering
and spending money
here on tourism? Sijui what?
You come.
On our women.
You come.
You come.
On our women.
Yes.
They spend on our women.
Boss. Hey. We have the most beautiful women.
But do they spend on them?
They spend
because you guys are broke also.
Yeah, watch out. Yeah, you know who's broke?
Who?
Former president, okay, when I say broke, I don't think he's broke. I'm just... Former president of Kenya. The one before William Ruto.
Uhuru Kenyatta.
Kenyatta.
Oh, Uhuru Kenyatta is not broke. By no means.
And that's
by no measure.
He's not... Look, I was reading an article. Again, many articles are coming out. Retired President Uhuru Kenyatta accuses State House of denying him budget to run his office. Says he has not received a cent despite being allocated 503 million in the current financial year.
Okay, so three things.
I'll continue. Retired President Uhuru Kenyatta says he has not received new vehicles as stipulated in law, forced to use old transition fleet which State House refused to fuel. Even the first security detail of former First Lady Ngina Kenyatta, yet to be reinstated since withdrawal in July 2023.
Yeah.
Her son, former President Uhuru, says State House has cancelled fuel cards for her cars.
Yeah.
Retired President Uhuru Kenyatta decries State House harassment of his staff in night phone calls, refusal to renew contracts of spokesperson Kanzi Dena and Administrative Secretary George Kariuki. So there are many things.
So when Ruto took over, because Uhuru really tried to squeeze him before he became president.
Yes.
He was supporting the other guy, made this guy suffer in the process. Yeah. Odinga. So when Ruto took over, the first order of business is to remind Uhuru Kenyatta that, boss, I'm now in charge. You thought you were going to sit in that chair forever like Museveni? No. Now I'm in charge. Let me show you. First order of business, security. From his mother. From himself. From his children. Boss.
But you're a former head of state.
And these things are constitutionally given. So you can't wake up and say, I am not going to give them to you. It's in the constitution. The former head of state keeps up to about 60-70% of his detail. The other main detail now enters the new presidency. But about 40% you keep. Because you're still a head of state. You'll always be His Excellency.
So this is revenge, like a dish best served cold.
Cold. Like proper nugu of Kankonagekat. Sharp.
Okay.
So then the guy complained, they started giving them back slowly. They said now, instead of giving him the new cars, they gave him used cars. A old pickup. You wanted the car, it's there. So when you're supposed to have like 30 guards, there's like 3.
Instead of using...
And all of the 3 are old, they're about to die.
Instead of premium petrol, you go get...
kerosene. That old pickup can even move on kerosene anyway. You just go and get it. Anyway, so it's bad.
But so now, State House, William Ruto's State House, unleashed a letter saying, setting the record straight on statement by the office of the third retired president. Vehicles. The office of the third, I like how they keep saying third retired president, admits they have been provided with vehicles.
They were just old, but
we only differ on the number. The fact is that they have been provided with 14 vehicles.
They are old. They're supposed to be brand new with Kavera.
The vehicles are routinely maintained and serviced by the State House. These services have been offered as recently, and then they even give dates, very recent dates. The office also claimed the vehicles are old and not deserving of the retired president. But the records are clear. The vehicles were bought in the year ranging between 2020, 2021, and 2022. They are therefore very befitting of the person of the third retired president. They include 2 Range Rover Autobiography, 2 Range Rover Sport, Mercedes-Benz S600L, Katonda Wange, and Armored Land Cruiser V8 and 4 Prados. He continues. Moreover, the office of the retired president has sent a request for 4 vehicles whose cost is a staggering 140 million, not Uganda shillings, please, Kenya shillings. They are the Range Rover Vogue, first edition, not second and third, at a cost of 51.3 million each. Mercedes-Benz S500 worth 64.4 million Kenya shillings. Toyota Land Cruiser worth 222.5 and Toyota Fortuner worth 10.6. So they're saying, guys, first of all, the things you're asking for are too much, but we've given you vehicles which are befitting.
They're only 3 years old, 4 years old.
So who's
telling the truth?
Who's telling the truth? Who's lying?
No, the truth of the matter is they were supposed to have gotten new cars. But they said we're not going to give you new cars for now reasons they are saying it's too expensive. But we've given you also Range Rovers, just not new. But they're Range Rovers and the Mercedes, also not new, but they're okay. Surely Range Rover Autobiography of 2020 and the one of 2024, the difference is just the one is Kavera, one is not. So you're quarreling about what? But you see how they didn't talk about cash?
Yeah, he's supposed to reach
500 something million, he didn't get. And they didn't even address it. They addressed the stuff, the cars, the service of the cars. But they didn't talk about the cash. So, evidently, there was some level of foul play. Which, again, like I said, it is to remind you who is in charge now. And remember that now that me being in charge, I can squeeze here and there. Where I want.
Squeezing.
Where I want, here and there. I think that's the biggest reason why M7 can't leave.
He will be
squaz.
Can you imagine the president of Uganda, the current one, complaining to the future one, saying,
that guy, you've taken away my motive.
I don't have enough.
They've still cancelled the fuel cuts.
I don't have enough milk. No, I don't have enough for my cows.
I think that
I don't have vaccines for my cows. Can you imagine? When Sevo eventually, because look, nobody lasts forever.
Yeah.
Eventually he'll have to.
He'll go.
Yeah, at his own terms. But imagine the other person saying, no. I am now.
But remember what Moi did?
Hey.
Moi stepped down.
But he gave those guys conditions. If I step down, don't touch me.
These are the things you cannot touch. My properties, my allowances, my businesses, my partners, my family, my wala. They said, okay, but just go.
Go. Imagine, you watch that movie when the guy says, look at me, I'm the captain now.
Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips. I'm the captain now.
That's Somali guy.
Yeah, Somali guy. Tell him
Museveni.
Yeah, Museveni. I'm the captain now. Look at me. Talk to me. And Sivo has to go, okay.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
We stop these thoughts even. Bye. Let's leave this place.
We've got to go. That day will never happen.
Leave that thought out of your head.
Mama, there's a drone waiting for me outside. Listen, we have to go before the drones come. Remember, the last round, right here at Shishanyama Village. Come check it out, have a good time. I want to say a big thank you to Globe Tech Entertainment, of course, making sure that this runs smoothly. Also Savannah Moon, making sure that you get the show on time.
We are available on all socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Last Round UG is the handle. On YouTube, it's the same. Remember to get weekly updates of when a new show comes. Click the bell, get a reminder.
Subscribe. Use the word you've said many words. Just say subscribe.
But what if they don't know how to subscribe? So
press the button, subscribe. Why are you saying it?
Subscribe. Until next week.
Yeah, those guys who go wah.
You, the drone is waiting. You go. before we go, as and we're still in Kenya, the defense CS, you know, in Kenya they call them CSs, ministers are called CSs, cabinet secretaries.
Oh,
They're not called ministers.
cabinet what?
Secretary. So
Do you know I never knew that. I was wondering CS.
Oh, really?
Yes.
cabinet secretary,
Instead of
minister.
okay.
They knew constitution laws, whatever. Anyway,
Okay.
so the defense guy, the defense minister, the defense CS, Aden Duale, was going to board an excavator. Use excavator to as if break ground for a construction site.
Right.
And he put a red carpet
A red carpet where?
to the excavator.
So he boarded the excavator
From
on a red carpet.
Look at the picture.
Another record. Defense CS Aden Duale becomes the first person ever in the world to enter an excavator on a red carpet. But you know what, Marcus?
Africa's problems are different.
You can take a village out of the village. Complete that sentence.
The village is going nowhere. In the guy's bones. Oh, God.
It's like now if he has to go to the toilet.
Now imagine you make such a guy president.
Mama. But it must be nice.
Red carpet.
Red carpet. I swear, if I
But you see the place, how the place is muddy. What? Huh? The guy says, my shoes are not going to get muddy. Please put the red carpet.
This is the same guy, even me, by the way. If him give me that kind of power, when I'm going to take a shit, I want a red carpet.
And someone to wipe your ass?
Yes.
Is it a hard chick with big bums?
Hard chick with big bums on the red carpet.